So I've gone into the shop to purchase a product, a stationery shop, and there's a big sign there that says cashless, we don't accept cash, blah, blah, blah. Fine. So I'm always thinking, this is really interesting, like this whole moving into no cash. And then I have other thoughts. And then I let my mind wander as I was walking through the aisles, found the selection of the product I wanted to purchase, took it to the cash desk. Of course, they put the number in the machine, and then they present me with the machine for me to tap my card. Fine. So just as the card is going through the authorization process, the very delightful young woman behind the desk says, "And would you like a receipt?" And I was thinking, this doesn't make any sense. So I said to her, "You're going to give me a paper receipt, but you don't accept paper money. This doesn't make sense." And she smiled and I smiled, took my purchase, and then I left. And it just left me with this amazing thought, which is, as a business, how much sense does it make to say that you're not taking cash for whatever reason? And I guess there's reasons, and I'm sure they never explain the reason why, but they're like, yeah, we don't take cash, but you want to give a paper receipt. To me, this doesn't make sense. You won't take my paper money, but it's a bit plasticky now, isn't it? But you will give me a paper receipt. These things, they're incongruent. They're not logical. They don't make sense. And it made me think, because for you, in terms of your business, sis, I want you to think about any process that doesn't really make sense. I want you to think about anything that you might be doing which actually seems like a really sound idea, but in practice is not a good idea. I want you to think about things that might be confusing to your target customer or confusing to somebody that is buying from you, because in your mind it makes perfect sense. I don't take cash, we're paperless, but I will give you a paper receipt. It doesn't make sense, right? So just little things like that you can actually analyze, you can think it through, you can consider the implications, and I think that's going to be really, really beneficial in terms of you making sure that everything that you're doing in your business does actually make sense to your target customer. So have a think about your structures, your systems, your processes, your automations. Are there ways that you can actually make things make sense? I hope that helps.